Just kidding, I didn't start. Oh, yeah, it did. Okay. Hi, guys. My name is Dan Whitehead. I'm a I always wanted to do the Geekcast podcast intro. Um Let me start over. So, I'm the producer on this film, Where the Streetlights Don't Shine, which is what we're talking about today. This is Gerald. He is the director and writer on it, and we're all going to talk. And this is DJ. He's the editor on the film. There's a bigger crew than us, but we're just kind of the main heads here, and we just wanted to talk to you guys for a couple minutes about the project. Of course, the one who can speak the most on it is Gerald, so I'm going to let him take it away. Go ahead.
All right, cool. Thank you. Where the Streetlights Don't Shine is a project that I actually started working on about 2.5, almost 3 years ago. At the end of my first semester in college, I was taking a criminal justice class and was coming up on the term paper. And so I had recently rewatched Taken at that point. And if you guys are familiar with the movie, his daughter gets kidnapped, obviously, and she's actually kidnapped by a human trafficking ring out in Europe. So I was like, all right, so I'm going to do a little research on that because it's related to criminal justice and crimes and stuff like that. So as I was doing research, I began to find out more and more information. And one of the most startling things that I started to find out is how big of a crime it is. And one of the surprising things is that it's the number 2 crime in the world, and it has a lot of crimes that work around it. It's not like it's like murder or anything like that. It's a lot like drug trafficking, where it's a really big deal and affects a lot of people. So as I delved more into it, I started to find out that this is not an issue that happens in Europe or in Africa, but happens a lot in the United States as well. And particularly in Maryland, which is where me and DJ are from. And of course, Dan's been going here to school with us for the past 3 years, so he's basically lived in Maryland for the past couple of years. And the Baltimore area, which we all go to school, is a huge just avenue for sex trafficking and human trafficking in general. So after learning that, I figured there's got to be something that I can do more about it. So me being a filmmaker, I'm like, I can just tell that story, just kind of get that story out there. So I started working on ideas for the story and the script and everything like that. And so by that following December, I came up with a 20-page script for the movie, and I started telling people about it and getting some ideas and editing it down to really tell a good story. So our main focus for this film is twofold. We want to pay tribute to the victims. There are a lot of really bad things that happen to the people that are victims of human trafficking, and so we want to pay respect to them and what they've gone through, and really just kind of advocate for helping the victims of it out. But we also want to take time to really tip our hats and pay respect to the people that fight against it. It's a very dark world that law enforcement and other people work through to get people out and to stop this issue, and we want to pay respect to them. So I created a story that really reflects the people that work against it as well as the people that are caught up in it. And our hope, though, is really to talk about the issue and bring awareness to the issue. Like I said, it's the number 2 crime, and a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't understand how big of an issue it is and how close to home it hits, especially in this area. A lot of people don't. I talk to people all the time that don't know that this is a problem. So our hope is that through this film and through the story that we're trying to tell, is that people are just made more aware of this issue, and that if we all work together, we can begin to really expose the darkness that is of human trafficking. So our hope is to, one of the things we hope to do is to take any sort of funding that we don't use for the film and donate it to an organization that's dedicated to helping victims. So that's part of what our crowdfunding campaign is about. It's not just to make this movie as good as it can be, which is what our goal is and what we're going to work our best to do with it, but it's also to do our part in not only spreading awareness, but also directly helping victims. My line of work after film school is to actually help people and finding people in human trafficking and to help those victims and just bring more awareness to the project. That's what my grad school is about, for those of you that don't know. But having talked to these guys about it, I'm so appreciative and thankful that they are willing to hop onto my vision with me and to make this project more known to people. So I'm really thankful for both of them and everyone else on the crew. Will, our cinematographer, and Pat, who's helping out, and Greg, our other producer. They're all really excited to help bring this story to light. So I'm going to stop talking a little bit and let them kind of talk a little bit more about what pulled them into this project and why we want you guys to help us.
Go ahead.
Thanks, Joe. So, as they were saying, my name is DJ, and I'm going to be the editor on this project. And one of the biggest things that got me into this project was the fact that Gerald came to me and had this wonderful idea. He came to me, 21 at the time, I believe, and told me of this long story of how he had been researching this idea for a while, and he felt like it'd be a really good idea to come up with a project for it. So, him and I, we both needed to do something, and we wanted to make a film about something good. And, this actually is important, and it means something to a lot of people. So, I immediately jumped right on this. Once he told me the idea, he sent me the script, made a few changes to it, but, it happens all the time. And, this is something that's really important, for someone who, even before that time, before Joe came to me, he had been researching this for a while. And that means, this is someone who's really young, who is able to become compassionate about such a great idea. Not a great idea, but, a great topic to help people get to know more about. This is very important, and it's serious. It happens all over the world. Now, it may happen a lot here in Maryland and the United States, but this is something that's global. So for y'all to be viewing this video, even having the interest of supporting us, helping us with our project is, it means the world, literally. And so whether you're able to provide us with funding, or even if it's just the mere fact of word of mouth of sharing this video, letting other people know that we're trying to make this video to help end this from happening, and it just means everything to us. So that's why I am on this project, and why I want to edit this and make sure it gets edited so that we can send our product to you all, so that we can deliver the video to y'all in May. That's when we're going to have it to y'all. Hopefully you'll be able to see it on the big screen then. And we're going to try and send this everywhere. We're going to get it into film festivals and everything so that we can reach as many people as possible. So everything that you can do to help us means the world. And I just wanted to share that.
Yeah, DJ pretty much hit the nail on the head on that. For me, I think I came in around the same time. It was like the spring semester of last year, so the beginning of 2016. And I took his on, I took Patrick's on, I took my own on, but it never felt like, oh, I got to take another project. Like I totally wanted to do it from the start, mostly because it was working with Gerald, and we've been friends for a while and stuff like that. But also because the story was interesting, and recently I've been developing more of an interest in telling stories that matter in a way. It's great to tell stories that are made up and all this kind of stuff and are entertaining and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's stories that get overlooked that I think are important to tell. And I was telling friends of mine that I'm considering going back for a journalism master's and things like that, just because I think it's important to try to find these stories that get overlooked, like I've been saying, and bring them to the light and make people aware of it and all that kind of stuff. So if this is just one step in that positive direction, then I'm glad to be a part of that. And any help that I can give or that we can give, I think is really greatly appreciated. And more importantly, any help that you guys that are watching this can give, whether it be sharing this message or donating in any kind, or just keep talking about it and keeping human trafficking and sex trafficking in a conversation that you're having, and making people more aware of it, letting them know that it's the number 2 crime in the world, and it's a big popular thing here in Baltimore, despite being a negative thing. I think is really important. And we really, like Gerald, I think Gerald said, we don't want to just take the money to make a project. We want to take the money to help and start a movement and get people interested in the topic and get them talking and things like that. So again, I can't say it enough. I think none of us can say it enough, is any help you can give is really greatly appreciated. We appreciate if you watched this video for the whole length of it or any length of it. And if you did donate, thank you very much. If not, It's okay. We totally understand. It's not the greatest subject in the world, but we do know it's important, and we do know that if no one else is going to do it, somebody has to. So we want to tell that story.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's it from me.
Yeah, no, and again, just thank you so much for taking the time to like look at this video and just any sort of support. Your prayers, your good lucks, your thumbs up, anything is greatly appreciated by us. What we want to do is we want to continue to keep you guys posted on the project. So as we make things, we'll be posting things to the Facebook page and on our individual pages, and as we make behind the scenes videos and stuff like that. You get a lot of that. As we start shooting, you'll see great stuff. We'll keep you updated on casting and everything like that, because we want you guys to feel like you're a part of this as well. So as things move forward, we'll keep you guys updated, and definitely when it's completed in May, we are more than happy to share that with you guys. So again, we just want to thank you so much for taking the time to look at this and to support the film in any way you can. So on that note, we just want to thank you guys so much, and we wish you guys the best.
Yep. Talk to you guys soon.
Yep.
Thank you.